Hey y'all, I'm Shayna and I'm back with another review. This is for Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 16, episode 14. Sorry, I'm late with the review. I just have a lot going on personally. And, I'm really just not in the best mental state. But the show must go on. So we're here and I'm going to give you a great review. If this is your first time, you're new, if you've been here before and you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. While I'm still doing YouTube, it definitely gives me the motivation to keep going when I know that I have engagement and you're interested in the content, like the video, share, do all the things that you like to do. Now, if you've been here, you know I deemed Britt Edie, broke Edie 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, I deemed her broke Edie, okay? And she shall remain broke Edie going forward, which ain't gonna be much longer because she ain't go to the reunion and there's only a few episodes left, but she gonna be broke Edie all up and through this review, okay? I've been calling her that. I'm gonna keep calling her that. You heard it here first. So let's go ahead and get into it. So it's day 2 in Grenada. Broke Edie is a lightweight apparently, and we learned that the night before she was throwing up that liquor and she can't hold it, okay? She can't keep it down. She can't do it. I don't know why she was trying to keep up with the girls. She can't keep up with the girls, okay? That is so embarrassing at her big grown age. Not my air kicking in. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Okay, we good and we back. So we see Angela calling her husband 50-11 times. You hear me? With no answer. Ring, ding. Nobody's picking up. Nobody's home, honey. Angela said she did speak to Charles on their anniversary the day before, but he was too busy cooking for their daughter to talk to her. I said, what? Okay. Whatever makes you feel better, honey. Whatever helps you to sleep at night. Because, y'all didn't have to be on FaceTime. You could have talked on regular phone. You could have put the phone down. Like, you can talk and cook. I know he got some AirPods, headphones, Beats, something. But, okay, girl. Listen, I don't care. I don't care what y'all say. I don't care how you try to slice it. I don't care what y'all say. Y'all making excuses for Charles. Listen, how Charles treats Angela on camera is unacceptable, okay? Because it is coming across like he doesn't like his wife. It's not right. He's very aware of what he's doing, okay? And we're going to get into it a little bit more later. Now, Angela said that they're falling in love with each other again every single day. Does Charles know this? This is news to Charles, isn't it? Does he know that? I think people can fall out of love, fall back in love, the whole thing, whole nine. I just don't feel it through the screen. But, it ain't for me. It ain't enough for me, okay? I hope he's making her feel loved at home. But like I said, we'll get into it a little bit more later on. So Phaedra, they all in the kitchen eating breakfast. The ladies are slowly coming in. And Phaedra keeps talking about how little Kelly is. Girl, y'all the same size, same height. What are you talking about? How are you the same height as somebody and you talk about how little they are? What? If you don't got nothing to say about Miss Kelly, just don't say nothing. Like, you don't kind of have something to say about everybody, Phaedra. You don't. You can just talk about them and not try to, throw shade. Like, it's just, it's unnecessary. So, Broke comes out for breakfast and said, the shots was too much. Her stomach can't take it. And shots are for college girls. And she's like, and we're wives. Or some of us are. Like, girl, that was a dig at who? Broke, if you can't handle your liquor, just say no. Just say no. You don't got to drink it, number one. Okay? Don't try to stop everybody else's time. Most for college girls. Listen, everybody else is having fun. If you can't handle your liquor, just don't drink. And two, your husband don't look like he ought to into you. But okay. So Shamea said that the airport is unable to track her luggage. Ooh. She's so calm. I would be losing my mind. Why have we not seen them shopping? I remember a time where Real Housewives came on and they used to show us the price tag. And now we can't even see Shamea go to the local mall. in Grenada where the tourists shop and gather some clothes? It doesn't matter if it's overpriced. She can afford it. Why can't that lady get some clothes? How many extra clothes did she put in her carry-on? How many extra clothes did Portia pack? Anywho, I just ordered clothes from Fashion Nova for my upcoming birthday trip. Okay, June 24th. If you'd like the Cash App, it's below. It's $Shana MCD. It's just a shameless plug. If you feel like it, I am still demonetized. So, feel free. But anyway, so yeah, I'm going on a trip and I paid for the express shipping, whole nine. Package is lost, nowhere to be found. And now Fashion Nova don't got no phone number. You can't contact nobody. Like, I'm scrambling, trying to dispute with my bank. It's a whole thing, okay? I don't got Shamea money. So I am so distraught. Like, I felt like Taraji P. Henson on Straw. I ain't watched Straw, but she looked fed up in the pictures. So, and that's how I'm feeling. Like, I was already on the edge, and this was just a final straw for me. Lord knows. But it's going to work out, okay? Okay. So, a producer asked Shamea how she feels about the underwear situation. And she said, what underwear? Like, I don't have none. I'm bare and naked. And I said, Lord have mercy. Shamea need to trademark bare and naked. It's no longer Broke's franchise or whatever anymore. It's now Shamina's situation. Because she done said bare and naked multiple times every episode ever since she heard it being said. Like, girl, you are wearing it down to the ground. Whew. So, Broke feels like nobody listened to her when she had the crystal at the table the night before. And Shamea said Broke started talking about Phaedra. And they wasn't even on that. And nobody even knew why she was talking about her. Because what did that have to do with anything? And Broke was like, you can't tell me what to talk about. But girl, got to make sense. Like, it had nothing to do with nothing. It was just weird. Like, you just wanted a moment. She need to get that on a t-shirt. Like, she just want a moment. I don't know. Girl, and if you do, I would say break me off, but you need it just as much as I do, girl. Go on and take it. Anyway, so Shamina wanted to know about Black and Drew. Why? Drew already said ain't nothing going on. Ain't nothing going on but the rent. She said they just friends. I don't care if they are dating. I don't care. Like, them constantly bringing up what Drew got going on makes me less interested. Like, it's not like, oh, what's going on? I really think it's making me care even less. Like, Drew, if you're messing with them, good for you. If you're not, great. I don't care. Like, they're going to bring her up no matter what. Drew didn't have nothing to do with this conversation, just like Phaedra didn't have nothing to do with last night's conversation. So, the ladies split up into two separate groups for activities. Kelly said that her and Shamina wanted to split up the roommates because they already spending time together in the room. So it's like, let's get everybody else split up and spend time. And that was a good idea. So Shamea's group is doing a photo shoot at a waterfall. Kelly's group is cooking because she thinks she's some kind of chef, even though her children and everybody else says she can't really cook. I know she owns a restaurant, but I thought that was Nana's recipes, not yours. I don't know. Anyway, in Shamea's van, she said that she didn't try to read Britt because Britt was talking about she felt like Shamea was trying to read her. They were going back and forth all episode with the whole drinking thing or whatever. But she said she didn't try to read Britt Broke Edie, and Broke could have just said no to the shots. And they even showed a clip of Shamea saying, look, it's shot o'clock, like it's shots for everybody, but if you don't want to, you don't have to. She shouldn't even have to tell a grown adult that if you don't want to, you don't have to. You don't have to if you don't want to. You're a grown woman. Please. Anyway, let's just go back to the 80s, during that era. Let's go back to the DARE program. Just say no. Just say no. Okay? Anyway, and I said that in a ladies panel on my second channel, Shana_MCD TV, if you're interested. But yes, just say no. So Shamea mentioned Broke's donation or a lack thereof. And she said you can't show up in a Rolls Royce with a Birkin and donate 3 paper towels. And I have to agree with that. And Phaedra hollered 3 paper towels. Yeah, girl. And that might have been being generous. But anyway, Shamea outed Broke, and she said she told her, like, look, you bought that half empty box. So Broke was like, okay, you know what, it's fine, and donated an extra $250 via Cash App. Girl. And I'm sure she might have had to rob Peter to pay Paul, move some things around. Like, she might have been spread thin donating that $250. Okay? I'm just saying. This is true, Shamea, what you're saying, but I'm just saying, later on in the episode, you need to say it to her face and stand on what you're saying. Like, stand on business. Don't be throwing... If you ain't going to back it up, if you ain't going to stand on it, then don't say nothing. Okay? So, Shamea said that they were talking about the lapdog comment, because Portia first she started off and said that Drew should apologize for calling Shamea a lapdog. Why does she need to apologize for telling the truth? Like, I mean, is this new news? Like, I'm confused. And Shamea was like, anytime I bring up Drew's name, don't nobody even know her. I'd rather be a lapdog than be forgettable. I'd rather be unknown than be known as a lapdog. Like, girl, what are you talking about? What are you saying? Who wants to be known as being a lapdog? Like, what? And girl, please, everybody know Drew. We know Drew more than we know you, because I don't know you for nothing besides being Portia lapdog. We know Drew Sidor, okay? First and middle, or whatever that name is. So Phaedra, she's in the car saying Charles used to be the life of the party over 10 years ago. Because they was like, oh, well, does he act like he married now? She's like, I don't know. I ain't seen him in like a decade. Then why in the other episode, when we got reintroduced to you again, did you throw shade talking about some, Angela she was a secret wife and all this stuff when Charles won't be acting like he married? You ain't seen him in over a decade. They've been married for 8 years. So, no, he didn't act like a married man when you last saw him because he wasn't married. What do you mean? And I took the liberty of looking at his Instagram. I went far back, and it seems like he's always acknowledged Angela via social media. Does he act like he liked her in person? No. But he has shouted out his wife several times over the years on his social media. So what are you talking about? I mean, before you started being shady, a quick little bit of research would have took care of that. So a producer asked Drew about the Oakleys, and Drew said, look, my name is Bennett. I ain't in it, okay? Leave me out of it. That's my girl. I ain't speaking on that publicly. Anyway. So they get out. Phaedra sees a monkey, and she was like, ooh, I've always associated monkeys, like, with negativity. That's some clear people putting that in your head, girl. Okay? Anyway, we over there cooking with Kelly. And the lady said that the men of Grenada are fine. And Andrew was like, look, I might be married, but I ain't blind, child. I can see. Okay? But, I don't want nobody trying to get no green card. So it was like, you might be good to look at, but you're going to have to stay in Grenada, player. Okay? At the waterfall, Kelly said that she felt a little insecure because she didn't feel like she was two-piece ready. Girl, what are you talking about? Your body is banging. Now, I ain't feeling Shamea this season, but we ain't never say she was unattractive or sloppy or nothing. Like, that's not the issue. It's a personality I don't like. So it's time to eat with Kelly's group. And Broke Britt said that she hasn't eaten beef or pork in 30 years. She can't eat it. Like, she can't even eat food that was cooked in the grease. So it's just like, it upsets her stomach. She just got a sensitive stomach, don't she? But why didn't you say that before they started cooking? Because they was like, somebody don't eat meat. So they had to set food aside for her. Yeah, maybe they should have known, like, you can't cook the vegetables in the same grease or whatever. But you should have said that. Like, hey, I got a food allergy, or whatever the case may be. I need mine cooked separately. So before you start throwing pork and beef all up on the grill, cook mine separate first so I can have some eat. So she just sat there watching everybody else eat. Whew, I don't know. I might have had to take some pork grease that day. I don't know. She already been thrown up anyway. But anywho, With Shamea's group, Phaedra felt like it was weird when Brokey B mentioned Apollo the night before. Everyone thinks it was weird. So there's that. I agreed with some of everybody this episode, honestly, even though I surprised myself. But at some point, everybody had a point. So in her confessional, Portia said that Broke always whines about not being supported. And she's like, girl, we don't know you yet. Like, and unfortunately, I have to agree with Portia. Now, Drew tells the ladies in her group that she has flirted with Black, but they're not dating. Like, she's focused on getting this divorce. And again, I don't care. Leave Drew alone. Get your own storylines. So, meanwhile, Portia and Shamea are in the van singing about booty holes. What is going on here? Shamea just happy to have her friend back. My goodness. My God, today. What's going on? So the ladies are getting ready for dinner. And Angela once again calls Charles for more disappointment. He finally answers and seems like he just cannot be bothered, child. And she's almost in tears because he doesn't miss her for their anniversary or any other day. Angela feels like, he's being petty because he ain't getting none and it's their anniversary night. Girl, he know you on a work trip. But whatever. He could be salty that he ain't getting none, even though I thought they said a few episodes back she was lacking intimacy anyway. Maybe he's just irritated because you interrupting whatever it is he's actually doing. And whoever it is, I'm not saying, I'm just saying. But whatever he's doing, he seemed like he didn't want to be bothered talking to you. Now, I like Angela. But my unpopular opinion is that Charles don't. Okay? So, Shamea offers the ladies drinks and then in a passive-aggressive way says she doesn't want anyone feeling peer pressure to drink. And everybody like, who said that? Broke felt the strain. And I wouldn't even be upset at Shamea for that if she would have stood on business. Like, yeah, girl, because what you said yesterday, I'm just making sure. She ain't do none of that. She act like she not being shady when she is. So Brooke said, look, they classy based. They're not hood rats, okay? Classy ladies take shots too now, Brooke. I mean, you just can't handle your liquor. But anyway, on the way to the car, Cynthia accidentally steps on Portia's foot. And Portia said, okay now, Bigfoot. Okay, watch it now. You almost took a toe off. And again, Portia, you keep talking about people being big and all this stuff, Bigfoot. You and Cynthia are also like Phaedra and Kelly. You and Cynthia are about the same size, same height, and probably wear the same size shoe. Not too much, girl, because it looks silly when you say it. Anyway, so at dinner, the donations were mentioned. Kelly, low-key, was the one who brought it up. So Shamea said in front of the group that she said it before in the band, but she said it in front of the group this time, that we can't show up in Rolls Royces and Birkins and not give when it counts. And you can't, unless you're spending all your money on them Birkins and that Rolls Royce to look like you got it. People like to fake it so they make it, okay? This ain't nothing new. Broke said, clock it. I caught that shade. And Britt may be broke, but she's not deaf. Like, she can hear you, okay? Shamea said, oh, it wasn't shade. If it was shade, you know it. Girl, pipe down. It was shade. It was. And Brooke said, look, you're being passive-aggressive. And she is. She is. That was the time to stand on business, sister. You could have been like, yeah, I didn't appreciate you coming in here with that empty box. And when I shook that stuff out, one box of tissue and some I was going to say Clorox wipes, but I was giving it too much. One box of tissue and some toilet tissue then slipped out. Something that you already had in your pantry. Girl. But she didn't. Kelly, she basically reiterates what Shamea said, and Broke in her confessional took that as a personal attack. Like, oh, well, that's not how you do me, friend, and all that. And I'm like, they wasn't really being shady. Well, I didn't think Kelly was really being shady, but girl, you knew that was trifling to be donating that. I said this on the panel, like, look, if I was broke, I would have just been like, listen, when they was asking for donations, like, I'm out of town, I'm not available, I'm not home right now, and just left it. And then she wanted to cash up to $250. Then she could have just did that. But, she didn't have it to give. Like, just, whatever. So, Broke said that Shamea told her to get what she feels. And she gave what she felt. Listen, Brokey, he ain't got it like that. And I understand, but I'm also not on Real Housewives of Atlanta. I'm just saying, if you're on Real Housewives of Atlanta, you're supposed to have it. Okay? Like I said, you should show the price tags. Cha-ching. What Nene say? Bling, bling, bling. Okay? Them days is over with, y'all. They long gone. So, Broke at the table, like, okay, do we have a problem? Anybody else got an issue since we bringing stuff up? And you know I need a moment. So, and I know that's right. If it ain't directed, it ain't respected, okay? And Portia was like, you know what, bro? I just want to touch on you not feeling supported. And she goes into it, and they start over-talking each other. I don't know what's going on. Broke said that Portia ignored her in the group chat. And Portia explains in her confessional that in the group chat, it was, the new group chat for the girlies for this season. She asked everyone their name because she didn't have all the numbers saved. She didn't know everybody, obviously. And she said Broke didn't say who she was. So when she addressed her, Portia ignored her. Makes sense to me. I mean, once again, I'm with Portia on this. Girl, we don't know you yet. I said, who all in here? If you don't announce yourself, I don't got who is. I don't know who this is. I don't know who I'm talking to. Who's talking to me? Address yourself. You don't walk on nobody's house and don't speak. We started a group chat. I don't know who this is. I'm not good at saving numbers, so I understood where Portia was coming from. Like, it's no shade. I mean, I just don't know you like that. We just met. Like, ooh, relax. Like, ooh. Broke Edie is a little draining. So, and she's whiny. It's unbecoming. But anyway, she could have just simply said, oh, Portia, it's me, Broke, and left it alone. She didn't do that. So they're going back and forth, and Broke keeps saying Portia cut her off, and she didn't let her finish. Finish what? The Prime Minister is coming. Let's wrap this up. Like, it's not that interesting. So everyone's gushing over the Prime Minister. Now, he is handsome, but they was acting like Morris Chestnut stepped on the scene. Like, okay, now. Dang, act like y'all seen a man before. I mean, goodness. So the producers asked who would make a good first lady. Phaedra unnecessarily threw shade at Drew, talking about her outfit from Temu. Like, Drew is very pretty. Phaedra, she came back just to do this. She didn't need to come back. Like, anyway, get her out of here. Portia's looking for her next victim, of course, and she knows she like a man in another country, child. So they mentioned married men not wearing their rings, and Angela blurts out that Charles doesn't wear his ring. Are we surprised? So Portia said, why did she burst out her business? Like, why the outburst? Why did she blurt out her business like that? Like, what? Yeah, Angela, stop being so transparent in front of these ladies. Like, I like Angela and I like the transparency, but I'm going to keep doing all that, especially when it comes to that marriage in front of these ladies, because you giving them a lot of ammo, girl. Portia ain't told her business yet. We ain't seen the inside of that mansion yet. Speaking of Portia, she won in the court case with that prenup, and now Simon got to pay her after he just got deported back to Nigeria. How does that work? Because you deport me back to Nigeria. Good luck getting that money. I ain't paying back nothing. I don't live there. Child, please. And somebody was like, sometimes bad people do win. And I was like, Lord. I ain't even mad at it because Simon knew what he was signing up for. So, go well. Angela said that she mentioned in therapy that Charles not wearing his ring bothered her. Does he care? I mean, did he put the ring on? No. So there's that. And I know men cheat. Like, we know men can cheat while wearing their ring. That does not justify you not wearing your ring, in my opinion. Like, that doesn't mean like, oh, they can cheat the ring on. And they can cheat with it off. I don't care. You're married, so put it on. If I'm walking around with mine on, you put yours on. Period. Now, and they make rubber band. They got the rubber wedding band. So all this, I can't wear it while I'm at work. I can't wear it while I'm at the gym. Those days are no longer, because yes, you can. But, and my main thing is, because for the people who don't care, they don't care. Angela cares. She said it upsets her. And I don't care if she said something somewhere else. I'm going off of what's on the show. She said it upset her. I clearly think it upsets her. I think it upsets most women when their husbands don't wear it. Like, you can be like, oh, it's fine. I don't. Yes, you do. You didn't get married for your man to be walking around looking like he's single. Yes, you do. And it's okay if it bothers you. That's why he should put it on. Respect your wives. Put your ring on. But anyway, the ladies surprised Angela with a cake for her anniversary, and she cries because they did more than Charles would have. That's allegedly. I'm sorry, Angela. It's just a little jokey joke, okay? I know some people, they can't take little jokey jokes. So Cynthia said, I pray everything works out. I said, Lord have mercy. And then, now Angela feeling like she caught a stray. I said, oh, we. So on the way out, they leaving dinner, and Britt is mad because she ain't finished her moment. And she was like, nothing got resolved. And Portia was like, there's nothing to resolve between us. And it ain't. Next. In the sprinters, Phaedra advises Broke to never donate less than $1,000. Do a tax write-off if you need to. But she said, I don't need that money during tax time. I need my money now. It's my money, and I need it now. Okay? For the ladies, I agree. Because they're supposed to represent wealth. This is not no everyday wives. This is the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Okay? And Broke Edie is married. So that means you're supposed to have 2 incomes. So why are you struggling so much? Girl, just come on and tell us the truth, child. Just be honest. Like Angela's being with her marriage. So, Broke, you on the wrong show. Broke is Zeus coded, okay? So Broke complains that no one invited her to their house. She like, Portia talking about inviting me to her home. She never invited me to hers. Sister girl, you are the new girl. You do the inviting. This is season 16. They ain't got to invite you nowhere. They already earned their stripes. This is your turn. You wanted to be here. You've been wanting to be on reality TV, so do it up. Phaedra gave some good advice. Like, girl, play nice. And she's like, I guess I got to be fake, and you got yourself right up off the show. You try to quit before you got fired. You ain't fooling nobody. You're trying to pull a little fast one, getting a quick money grab with this lawsuit. And I ain't really mad at it. But, girl, you knew what you signed up for. And I said it before, I'll say it again. Portia can't even film in her house. Portia ain't been in Portia's house. Okay? Ralph is terrorizing Drew in her house. She ain't got no time for company. Her kids going around being bad. She ain't got no time. Charles don't even want Angela at home. And you think you about to go over there? And furthermore, you've been beefing with everybody. I wouldn't invite you to my house neither. But like Phaedra said, Broke puts herself in the hot seat. So Shamea's husband Gerald calls and said that the nanny need to go. They got to find somebody else to do it because she's getting replaced. The baby has a weakened immune system, the youngest child, and she was left in the cold. I don't know what was going on with the temperature in the house or whatever. I don't know if there was a stipulation. They're supposed to wrap the baby at night. I don't know. But Gerald was not pleased. I appreciate Gerald, calling Shamea and making her aware. She's on a work trip. For me, I would want to be in the know. Like, make me aware of what's going on. Don't leave me in the dark. Don't tell me after the fact. That doesn't work for me. I know everybody operates differently. But affirm me, reassure me that you have it covered, you have it handled, because Shamea is in another country. There's nothing she can do right now. Like, you're going to have to take care of this, Gerald, and figure this out. Call the people, tell them that you don't want this nanny in here no more, and get her out of there. But I understand him being upset, but he's going to have to take over things in her absence. I don't really blame Shamea for crying and probably wanting to leave, because this is just a lot. And they keep talking about having a third child, trying to have a son. But y'all have a lot going on. Like, really think about what's going on here. This who you got needs your attention. Back at the villa, Shamea, she breaks down. She starts crying because everybody was sitting there concerned, worried about her. And Kelly mentions praying. I ain't hear no prayer, but, it got mentioned. Then Portia, she put Shamea on her bosom. And that made Shamea happy, of course. So Broke, she came in there with her BBL, busting up the friendship circle, and I just making it about her, ruining the moment, and I hated it. Broke starts saying that they're a part of Shamea's village, and this is a sisterhood, a part of the village. You gonna start helping with this baby? Are you about to start babysitting or something? What are you talking about? How are you a part of this village, girl? Girl, be quiet. Next thing you know, Broke puts on her best to-be performance, okay? She starts crying on the spot and talking about she'll always be there for Shamea no matter what. It just got weird. Like, what's happening? Like, Drew's face was my face. Like, what's going on? I'm confused. Like, everybody was confused. Broke, Brokey, Brittany, Brokey, Edie, take a page out of your own book and read the room, child. This dragged on for another 20 minutes. And Broke decides to take shots. And Shamea was like, what's going on? Like, and she's like, did I get permission? Like, Shamea got throwing some shade. Girl, I don't know what was going on here, but it seemed like you might have already been under the influence. I don't think you need any help. What's going on? Broke suddenly turns into girls going wild. They started flashing everybody. And then put her boobies on the counter where they eat and prepare food, or wherever the chef comes and prepares food. And child, this lady is she thirsty for a moment by any means, child. Oh my goodness. Bravo. You get what you get for this choice. You get what you get. That's where the episode ends. Don't forget to like the video. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.